My question's to the Attorney-General regarding vicarious liability. Can the Minister please provide an update to the Chamber on what was decided or discussed at the Standing Council of Attorneys-General meeting regarding vicarious liability stemming from the Bird and DP High Court decision?
Attorney.
I thank the honourable member for a question. At the end of last year, there was a meeting of the Standing Council of Attorneys-General where this was first raised. I think it's from memory, but I'll double-check. Victoria are leading work in providing further papers. We haven't had our first meeting of that Standing Council for this year, but I can't remember the date, but it is coming up soon.
Supplementary question arising from the answer, the Honourable Mrs Henderson.
Stemming from conversations had at the Standing Council of Attorney-General's meeting, is the government here exploring legislative reform?
Are you going to ask a supplementary question?
I just asked it.
Stemming from, that's not a...
I gather the question is, to help with the proceedings of question time, sir, I gather the question is the government considering any legislative change? If that's the question, then we are considering. This isn't a simple area, and that's why the Standing Councils of Attorney-General have taken it up. There was a recommendation in the Royal Commission into Institutional Child Sex Abuse that recommended changes be made so that the kin to employment relationship is captured and people are held, organisations are held liable for that. I think it was recommendation 93 specifically recommended that that be a prospective measure and not a retrospective measure. I think it was 2022, South Australia is one of a number of jurisdictions that have made that change as recommended by the Royal Commission to make sure people who are in a kin to employment like relationships are captured and that institution is held legally responsible. But as I said, recommendation 93 of the Royal Commission very contemplated about whether that should be made retrospective, and the Royal Commission recommended it not be made retrospective. The Bird and DP matter has thrown complexities in and caused a consideration about whether it ought to be made retrospective. There are significant consequences in doing so, and that is certainly, those are the consequences that are what the Standing Council is looking at.